Yo, what's going on, SGN family? Scholar Gamer Nerd here. I'm bringing you a live stream because I have no other way to get information out to you quickly. So I want to add value to your lives and share this gem with you today via live stream. I want to keep this video hopefully, under 10 minutes, hopefully 5 to 10 minutes. That's the range that I'm shooting for. So the first thing that I want to let you guys know is that I am in no way, shape, or form a social media expert or like a social media guru, but I have experienced success utilizing my social media accounts, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, in order to build my brands. So here's what I'm trying to get at today. Building your brand, guys, requires a lot of hard work, but one of the most important things that it requires is that you're intentional about the type of posts that you put out there. So the type of posts you put out there will essentially guide how people perceive you. So essentially, if you're putting out information about, let's say, mental health services, people are going to be like, oh, like this is a mental health person. If you put out information about Fortnite clips, people are going to be like, oh, this is a Fortnite person. If you put out negative, toxic things, people are going to be like, oh, okay, this is a negative, toxic person. So the point I'm trying to illustrate here is that what you're putting on Instagram, what you're putting out on Twitter, is essentially a part of your branding. What you're putting on Twitch, what you're putting on YouTube, that becomes your brand. I'll utilize myself as an example. My brand is essentially self-improvement, right? I call myself a self-improvement junkie and who plays video games. So I'm a self-improvement junkie who plays video games, right? That's what I tell people, right? That's who I am publicly on my social media. So that's what people come to my channel for, right? They come and check out my self-improvement stuff and my live streams, right? The reason why this matters is because I often hear young entrepreneurs and a lot of my students even say things like, I want to start my own brand, right? And building your brand doesn't start with a logo, right? It doesn't start with a name. It doesn't start with an idea. It starts with you. Like you are the brand. You are the face of the brand, right? Why does this matter? Because when companies are looking to sponsor you, right? When people are looking to join, to collaborate with you, they want to see what you're about, right? They're not going to collaborate with someone who's essentially going to harm their image. So if I meet you in person, right, and you're like, yo, like, I love your channel. You're all about self-improvement. I appreciate that. We should collaborate. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, cool, dude. I'll see what's up. But then, number one, understand that like I'm not obliged to collaborate with you, right? No one has to collaborate with you or shout you out or blah, blah, blah. But number two, um, if your image, your brand, whatever you're pushing on social media will in any way, shape, or form harm what the other person is putting out on social media, they're not going to collaborate with you. It's just that simple, right? Like taking care of your image, guys, especially your public image, right? What you're putting out on social media really matters. If you're being toxic on social media, um, it's really bad for your business. So you want to be, the type of person that creates content that others want to consume, but also that brands want to buy, that brands want to invest in, right? So that in doing so, you're setting yourself up for success. So some of you guys might be like, well, I'm too old. First of all, you're never too old to reimagine your life, to recreate your dreams. Others of you might say, well, I'm too young. That doesn't matter. Yes, it does. The current winner of the Fortnite World Cup, for instance, he goes by Bugga. He's 16. And if you go on his Instagram, you'll notice that he's actually, pretty average kid who just plays Fortnite. But there's really nothing that you can say is super toxic or problematic about his image. Why does that matter? Because him winning has led him to a lot of new opportunities, such as being on multiple like national television shows and features because of his not only his winning, but the way he presents himself. So I really want you to understand that what you're putting out there on social media really is your brand. Even if you're not thinking about, you're like, well, I don't care about a brand. I'm not starting a company, blah, 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 blah. Your Twitter, your Instagram, your Snapchat is your brand. It's that simple. Okay. And I know that this sounds very like Gary Vee-ish, very like new age social media entrepreneur, but I really want everyone to understand that like what you're putting out on social media is essentially your brand because no one knows what you do, right? From 9 to 5, unless you're actually posting that up there. If you read my description, guys, it says in this video, Scholar Gamer Nerd facilitates a brief live stream explaining why/how social media can be used as a way to build your brand and promote your movement. The commentary in this video is referring to new entrepreneurs and in no way meant to be an end-all solution to all your branding needs. Subscribe for more. So those are the two main points I want to drive home today, guys, that promoting your brand, whether that is, a service, right? Like you want to be a success coach, a career coach, or whether that is like you want to be a therapist or you want to start your own clothing brand or you want to start your own, let's say, esports organization, right? Whatever you want to do, or whether you want to be a solo gamer like myself, right? A solopreneur, right? You do everything yourself. Understand that your social media is probably one of the strongest ways to build that brand, guys. It's that simple. Secondly, I also want to say that I can vouch by the fact that you can truly build your following if you're consistent, if you're posting, maybe daily, maybe several times a week, if you're live streaming, if you're very active on multiple platforms, guys, and you're utilizing, you're titling things properly, you're utilizing the proper hashtags, you will experience success, guys. You will experience success. It's not going to come quick, it's not going to come easy. There will be a lot of work that you have to put in. But at the end of the day, guys, it is you who's going to be better for it. All right, SGM family. So I hope that someone watches this video and finds it useful. I'm officially a little over I'm definitely over the 5-minute mark, but under the 10-minute mark. So I've hit my target for the day, guys. This is part of my gems series. I'm going to do more sort of raw, unedited videos. And no one came in the chat today, but hopefully in the future, you guys can, drop some questions. Feel free to participate in the conversation. I want this to be a dialogue because I really want to bring value to your lives, right? That's really kind of my brand. That's the brand that I'm building, right? It's self-improvement junkie who loves to play video games, right? So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Turn on post notifications if you want more content. But as always, guys, don't forget to be a scholar first, gamer second, and a nerd always. I'll see you next time.